Hey guys, the Theoryplug here, and today I will be talking about an idea I got from a guy called Matt Wombly on One Piece Amino. He has great theories, and he really goes in depth with his theories as well. He really thinks them through, and he's really good with his theories. I suggest hitting him up if you're into theories and discussions, or I'll put a link down below. So today's theory slash discussion will be about Luffy's awakening. We've heard a lot about his awakening from previous enemies like Crocodile and Doflamingo. From what we know already, awakening the Devil Fruit won't just affect the user, but it'll also affect and alter the environment around them as well, as Dofi said, which would definitely give a massive boost in power from what we saw from Dofi. Now, if we were to imagine Luffy's awakening, we'd think of something like turning the ground into rubber and making it wobble, leaving the opponent unbalanced and giving Luffy a boost in speed. I do think that's possible, but I really think Luffy needs more than just a basic speed boost. From the threat we're seeing in the New World and the enemies he has yet to face, he will need more than just a basic speed boost. I think Luffy's awakening will allow him to change his type of rubber and control the state of it. Right now, Luffy is a basic gum rubber, which is very stretchy. There are different types of rubbers out there, right? So here's a few that would help him against enemies he has to face, from what we know. There is a rubber which is diamond hard, and if Luffy can use this, he won't have to drive his haki to the max using gear 4. He'd barely need to use armament haki, saving a lot of energy. However, awakening could use up a lot of energy and stamina, as Dofi decided to use it near the end of the fight. This could imply that it does use up a lot of energy and stamina. There is a rubber which is basically liquefied that works sorta like glue. Now, this would help Luffy with the one thing he's vulnerable against, swords, making him basically a low gear. Of course, with the exception of haki would play a role, but we know Luffy is practically a master at haki other than learning how to distribute it, as Law said. But besides that, I think it'll be perfect for Luffy because he has very powerful haki, and I'm guessing it'll work sort of like Akainu's fruit, where he has strong haki, so even if a person with haki attacks him, it won't affect him, it will just go right through him. Moving on, there is a rubber which absorbs vibrations called TPE rubber. That could play a huge role against fighting Blackbeard's Gura Gura Nomi and negating it. What I think will happen is Luffy would just absorb all of Blackbeard's all of Blackbeard's powers, and he would just hit him back with the Quake Quick Fruit as well. There is a rubber which is resistant to weather called neoprene and silicon rubber. Now, this one could play a huge role against Big Mom, as she has the power of the sun Prometheus and the storm Zeus. This would sort of work like Enel's power. Maybe Big Mom's attack won't just affect Luffy, it'll be sort of like an Enel versus Luffy fight where they just fight with their fists and stuff. There is a rubber which is resistant to heat and fire. This rubber is called Viton rubber. Now, this would obviously help him against Akainu. Maybe haki plays a role in this too. Maybe if Luffy's haki isn't as strong as Akainu's, Akainu will just burn right through him, right? So this is what I believe Luffy's awakening will be like. Reason being is that if it just fits perfectly with the future powers he has yet to face, and this also suits Luffy's one-on-one head-on style of fighting pretty well. Personally, I believe Luffy will awaken his Steel Fruit during the Kaido War arc. Reason being is if Luffy's awakening will allow him to change the state of rubber he is in, then I believe to achieve that, he will have to learn how to control his Devil Fruit right to the root, and for him to have manipulation over what state his rubber body is in will definitely take a long time, and it's something he will get a better idea of over time as well. I believe a time skip will just set him back because everyone's already making a move to Raftel, and why stop when you're already so close? But that doesn't mean that I don't think there will be another time skip though. I just think that he'd want to make a move to Reft Out as soon as possible at the stages he is in now. I think there will be another time skip, but like much later on in the story, not yet. Luffy might just realize how out of league he is compared to the forces he has yet to face in the future, and because of this, he will focus on trying to adjust the state of his rubber to face his enemies. What I believe will happen is that he meets Scopper Gaban or another legend as the theories go, and Scopper or the other legend trains Luffy on how to change the state of his rubber, not necessarily teaching him how to adjust it fully, but like get a rough idea on how to have control over his deal fruit. And since Luffy is a battle genius and picks up on techniques real fast, I believe he will master Awakening as he progresses through the New World, slowly adjusting it to every villain that he has yet to fight, surprising us with every big W he gets and making each one different. Personally, I believe it'll be an Oda move to take this route. Reason being is that during an interview, Oda said that his fans would be unsatisfied if Kaido gets beaten because Luffy's punch was too strong. So, with the mindset of Oda, he wants each one of Luffy's W's to be different but satisfying. Now, what would be more epic than Luffy adjusting his fruit to the opponent and ending it with a move he comes up on the spot that represents his opponent? It's something that we've seen before, and we know that Oda likes doing this as well. Now, this suits Luffy's persona, as we've seen it a lot of times, as we've seen him doing it a lot of times before. So, because of this, I think Oda would take this route or something similar down the line. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments, like if you liked the video, and subscribe for more content. This is the Theoryplug, and I'm off.